grew up in Hickory, and they've been looking at me since I was and asked me, he said, well, this guy's got a baby face, and this guy, how can that face be the face that's going to represent me in Washington? So, but I assure you that the experiences I've had over the past, over my 31 years, experiences has aged me well beyond my years, and given me the maturity, the character, the experience to be an effective representative for you in Washington. I'm the son of a minister and a school teacher. So early in my life, I learned the power of faith, the necessity of education, and the importance of service. I graduated from Hickory High School and went on to college, graduated from the University of North Carolina. While I was at UNC, I did my Naval ROTC program, and when I graduated, I received a commission in the United States Navy. As a commissioned officer, I trained to be a surface warfare officer, and on New Year's Day of 1999, I reported to USS Blue Ridge in Yokosuka, Japan. A short time after that, on what started out as a very ordinary day, I suffered a very traumatic accident, a nearly fatal accident that changed my life forever. We were getting underway from the shores of South Korea. One of the guys I was in charge of became entangled in a line. I was surging from the tugboat. I went to try to free him up from that line. I too became entangled in that tugboat and that line. In a very short time, I suffered the amputation of both of my legs below. I was old when that happened. At 23, I wasn't really sure what was going to happen in my life. I said, after this, I don't know what's going to go on. But it was only a short time after that I realized I wasn't alone. I started prayers from a lot of the towns surrounding across the state. And once I realized I wasn't recovering, my mom cautions growing up about the importance of education was never far from my mind. My naval career was over, my military career was over, but I realized my life wasn't. So I decided to go back to school. I moved back to Chapel Hill, and I went to law school. Laws that shape our country, the policies that we married my wife, and for the past 3 years I've served as a prosecutor, enforcing the laws of North Carolina. While doing that, I gained a great understanding of justice, to make very difficult decisions. I gained the ability to continue to stand up for what was right while I did that job. All those experiences combined have prepared me for this service as a representative in Congress. We're facing tough times, like I said. I think that one of the bedrock principles of America is that its strength is always dependent on the strength of individuals. The ability of every man to fulfill his God-given talent, every woman to achieve her dreams, every person to live the life that they want to live, and not the life that they're forced to live. Right now, that principle, I think, is in jeopardy. Especially in this area, people are having a tough time finding jobs that support their families. Healthcare costs have gotten so extraordinary that the small business owners that want to provide healthcare to their employees are having a tough time just affording the healthcare. They got a bottom line. The costs have gotten so high that they're having a tough time doing that. Fewer individuals can afford to pay for health insurance. Or yet, the threats to our security. We have this period of undisciplined fiscal policy in Washington. It's been a fiscal policy that is to tremendous national debt. And this is debt that we owe to other countries. $9 trillion, and that's debt that we owe to other countries. A lot of people don't understand that. I think we're sacrificing the long-term stability of the American economy for some short-term gain. Now, none of these solutions come with none of these problems come with easy solutions. You can't fit a solution to any one of those problems on a bumper sticker. You can't reduce it, even though people try to. You can't reduce a solution to those problems to a political talking point. What's going to require to solve these problems are people that are going to go to Washington. They're going to set aside a lot of the divide that we had. They're going to be willing to listen to ideas from people from all spectrums and find the right solution to these problems, not just find what's politically convenient solution for the problem. I'm prepared to do that. I'm prepared to go up there. I don't go up there with the intention of serving the strength of the political party. I go to serve the strength of this district, the strength of the state, the strength of this country. Today, one thing I want to draw particular attention to is Veterans Day. Veterans Day is coming up on Sunday. I'm a veteran. We remain a nation at war. There's a lot of people who have answered the call of their country and are serving their nation. Right now, there's 200,000 people that are serving in Iraq alone. The stories on war, the stories that are going on, continue to fade farther and farther back, it seems, in the pages of our newspapers. It's easy for us to go about our daily lives and forget about the fact that there's thousands of young men and women who really face death at every turn of their Humvee. A lot of people are suffering very severe injuries, amputations, traumatic brain injuries. Thanks to, fortunately, we have really good battlefield medicine. We've had a lot of advances in battlefield medicine. We're saving a lot more lives than we used to. But these people are coming back to the United States, and they have injuries that are going to last a lifetime. And we need to make sure that America's committed to watching out for them the same way that they've committed to serve their country. As your representative, I promise you that taking care of these people that are coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan will be on the forefront of my mind. I can speak personally. I benefit from the Veterans Administration. I was fortunate that when I came through, I was one of the few 20-something people suffering from severe injuries. Today we have hundreds, thousands of people that have severe injuries. They're going to need some serious attention. I want to make sure that we don't lose sight of that fact. Now, today I'm kicking off. I'm going to all 10 counties in one day. And so far it's going great. We're on time and we're at our 5th stop, so we're halfway through it. We started out in Mitchell County, went to Avery County, Caldwell County, Talbot County, now Iredell County. So we got 5 more to go. I look forward to coming back and hearing your concerns, telling you a little bit more about how I stand on these issues. Most importantly, I want to come back and gain your trust so that you feel comfortable voting for me and sending me to Washington. I want to come back and gain the trust of more voters. Like I said, we're starting out with a small crowd here, but I'm confident we can turn this small crowd into a small army. And it's going to take a lot of hard work. I need y'all's support. But I think it's continued faith in God and a lot of hard work on my part, a lot of hard work on people that are supporting me, that we can help make this a very successful campaign. I appreciate you coming out today. Like I said, look forward to getting to know you better. Thank you.
Thank you.